Yes, my people, welcome back to another video and welcome back to the Liverpool Ladies Save here today. And it's a big one today, as I've got for you the Women's Champions League semi-final. This is the biggest game in Liverpool women's history, and if we could win this two-legged tie here today against Chelsea, we could find ourselves in the Champions League final in Season 2. That would be an absolutely mega job that we have done here at Liverpool, but we've got a massive test against the reigning champions, Chelsea. Before we get into that, I've got the results of the games that we played off camera to show you, and I've got our budget for the year. So let's show you the results first off. When we were last here, we obviously played against Bayern Munich and defeated them. We then played against Man United in the FA Cup quarter-final and picked up a 2-0 win thanks to Roman Haug and Holly McNamara. We then beat Man United in the league as well. A goal from Sophie Lundgaard is enough for the win in that one. We then demolished Everton 6-2 away at Goodison Park. Holly McNamara and Roman Haug both getting themselves a brace, with Marie Hobinger and Gonzalez getting a goal each as well. We then picked up a 3-2 win at home against Birmingham City. Hagel, Gonzalez and Roman Haug getting the goals in that one. We then unfortunately did lose 2-1 to Manchester City. Zagari opened the scoring, but Mia Dima then picked up a brace to get the win for City. We then did beat Chelsea 2-1, Zagari getting herself a brace, and that puts us second place in the league, 9 points clear of fourth with only one game to play. So that means we are guaranteed to be playing Women's Champions League football next season. Arsenal have won the league, unfortunately, just that little bit too far away. They had a really good season, but that is it. We are in the FA Cup semi-final as well, which is very nice. So that will be after this game, regardless of whether we win. We will play that game as a single live com, and we'll maybe show a couple of highlights as well in that one. And then, you never know, we might be in a Champions League final as well. So, I did mention that we got our budgets, which we did. We've got a budget of around £1 million, which isn't too bad. Our finances are quite good as well, and we've got sponsorship money to come as well. So hopefully we might be able to increase that a little bit. We've got a decent bit of wage there as well. So hopefully we can spend that money. So our lineup to face Chelsea here today is as follows. We've gone with Velasco in goal, a back four of Fisk, Dawn, Emily Sams, who scored that worldie to get us here. Bernabé round off the defence with Quinn, Hagel and Hobinger in the midfield three. And a front three of Holly McNamara, Zagari, who is now up to 40 goal involvements for the year, and Roman Haug chasing her 40th goal of the season. That is the lineup to face Chelsea here in the Champions League semi-final. Let's see how they will be lining up for it. Okay then, here is the lineup that Chelsea have gone for today. A lot of changes from their last game where they played against us and did lose. But, I mean, their backups are so good that Trinity Rodman doesn't even make the squad. And Trinity Rodman is an absolute joke on this game. So, this Chelsea team is an absolute joke. It'd be a miracle if we can beat them over two legs, but we will definitely try. So, they've gone with a 4-2-3-1. Hannah Hampton in goal. Clean Hearn, Germer, Millie Bright and Neve Charles as the back four, with midfield two of Kira Walsh and Erin Cuthbert. Alyssa Thompson and Lauren James are their wingers, with Macario in behind Sam Kerr, who leads the line for Chelsea here today. We have earned our spot to be here, so as much as Chelsea are a very scary and frightening team to play against, we know we deserve to be here. as Roman Haug gets us underway for this Champions League semi-final. Sam Kerr carrying a bit of a knock. I mean, yeah, she is fantastic. One of the first superstars, I feel like a lot of men who were introduced to women's football, Sam Kerr's, I feel like one of the first people that men do know. As Niamh Charles with the throw, looking for Sam Kerr. Interesting that Quinn isn't allowed back on for that, as someone was having to cover a position, as Erin Cuthbert just strikes it over the bar. Sprained knee ligaments. Okay, let's bring her off, because sprained knee ligaments is not really great. Wing Sophie Lundgaard on. Not a lot happening here in this first half of this Champions League semi-final. Neither team creating anything, really. As you do now have a highlight. Marie Hobinger finding Sophie Lundgaard into Grace Fisk. Can Grace Fisk pull this across? She can. It's blocked and cleared, but Sophie Lundgaard is there to clear. Well, clear up. Grace Fisk now finding Holly McNamara, and it's blocked at the front post, and it is a corner for Liverpool. It's a promising sign that Grace Fisk having a decent start to the game here. As it looks like we are going to go in at half-time at level. And we do. We go into the half-time break. Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. The deadlock yet to be broken by either side here. There's Niamh Charles down this left-hand side for Chelsea. I mean, if we just have a look at some of their players, like, yeah, their players are pretty nuts. Millie Bright, pretty sick. Germa's an absolute joke. Yeah, like, their team's unreal. As anyway, nothing has happened here in this game at all. I'm going to go attacking, as we do get a highlight off the back of that. Alyssa Thompson going back to Gabby George, I believe that is. Finding Erin Cuthbert. Chelsea just keeping hold of the ball nicely here. Finding Kira Walsh. Macario is just over from the American. I think she's American. I'm really hoping my ball knowledge is good. She is American. She's also fucking sick. Fair enough. You've got a lot of America. There's a lot of Americans, isn't there? There's Germa finding Kleinhern, who finds Lauren James out on this right-hand side. Lauren James bombing down the right, looking to get past Alejandra Bernabé. She does. She pulls it across, and it's blocked and cleared by Hagel. For only as far as Gabby George, ex-Manchester United, of course. Germa. I do feel like my women's knowledge has actually picked up just from playing Football Manager. Like, I feel like I do know some of the people a bit more. As we're going to bring on Cornelia Capox and Erica Gonzalez and Kiki Pickett. As we approach the final 15 minutes of this game now. Not a lot happening here at all. It's been a quiet first game. Is anything going to happen at all here? We do get another highlight. Kleinhern. Dispossessed by Hagel though. And Liverpool can break now. Roman Haug running at Germa. It's going to be a tough order to try and beat her. As Roman Haug is going to give it a go. She does fantastically to get into the box and find Chantel Hagel. And Chantel Hagel puts Liverpool 1-0 up here late in the game. Sophie Roman Haug, absolutely fantastic play by her. It really is. And she finds Chantel Hagel, and it is helped with a deflection. But we do not care, as that is Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0, as we approach the final 2 minutes of injury time now. And we have done it. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. And that marks the halfway point of this Champions League semi-final. And we have a very small advantage going into the second leg at Chelsea. We now do have to play Aston Villa in between the game, in between this semi-final and the other second leg. So I'll be back with the result of the Aston Villa game and our lineup that we go for to face Chelsea in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. I'll see you there. Okay then. We have played the game in between against Aston Villa, and as you can see here, we picked up a lovely 3-2 win, getting a lovely last-minute winner. Sophie Roman Haug now finishes the season playing every single game and scoring 26. She is the new WSL record top goal scorer in a single season, which is fantastic under our tutelage. And we finished the season in second place on 58 points, which is better than last year. Although it's actually the same, technically. We just won every game, which you might not have won, granted, but yeah. Predicted league table, we were predicted to come 6th, and we come 2nd, so we've overperformed yet again. So, the lineup we're going with today to face Chelsea here in this Champions League semi-final second leg is as follows. We are forced to make one change. We've gone with Velasco in goal. Kiki Pickett comes in for the injured and suspended Grace Fisk. There was no way on earth she was going to play. Lisa Dawn, Emily Sams and Bernabe round off the back four with a midfield three of Quinn and Chantel Hagel, with Marie Hobinger playing what could be her last ever European game for Liverpool. Holly McNamara starts on the right with Zagari out on the left, and Roman Haug, now up to that 50 goal involvement mark, leads the line for Liverpool today. This is a massive game. We lead 1-0 on aggregate so far. We're now away at Chelsea. All we need to do is make sure we don't lose this game. A win and a draw are good enough to send us through to the Champions League final. So without further ado, let's see if we can make our way to the Champions League final and see how Chelsea will be lining up for this semi-final second leg. Okay then, here we have the lineup that Chelsea have gone for today. And interestingly, Germa, Weir, Stanway and Charles all miss out in this one. So they have gone with a 4-2-3-1 yet again, with Hannah Hampton in goal, a back four of Cleanhern, Millie Bright, Millie Turner and Gabby George, with midfield two of Kira Walsh and Erin Cuthbert. Trinity Rodman starts on the right, with Lauren James out on the left, Macario in the 10, with Sam Kerr leading the line for Chelsea yet again. We are here away at Stamford Bridge, our massive ground, an iconic English stadium. And here is just confirmation of the lineups for this one. As we're going to listen to we're going to watch the whole thing this time, because this is our biggest game in history. Stamford Bridge is bouncing here today as the ladies line up for the biggest game of the season so far to try and win the biggest prize in women's football. And that is it. As Sam Kerr gets us underway for this Champions League semi-final second leg. As I mentioned pre-match, we have a 1-goal lead to try and defend in this one. As Erin Cuthbert finding Millie Turner. Millie Bright now. Macario finding Trinity Rodman out on the right hand side. Kira Walsh finds Sam Kerr. And Sam Kerr miraculously just puts it wide there. It's a let off. It's an early let off for Liverpool. Which we are very grateful for. Zagari now with the corner for Liverpool. It's cleared and Trinity Rodman can chase, but Quinn is there and finds Zagari, who goes back to Pickett. Kiki Pickett! And it's just hits the side netting. Promising signs there though from Liverpool. Looks like they're not just going to sit back and defend this 1-goal lead. We are going to try and get a second and double our advantage. As Chelsea now with the free kick. It's whipped in and it falls to Sam Kerr. Liverpool defenders will appeal this. Sam Kerr goes off celebrating. VAR are checking. And it has been awarded, unfortunately. Chelsea are level now. 1-0 on the night. And they equalise to make it 1-1 on aggregate. Millie Bright with a fantastic header. And Sam Kerr gets there quickest. And heads home to make it 1-0. As Liverpool get us underway from the restart. Hobinger trying to find Roman Haug. Roman Haug with the speed and the strength there. Cutting in, doing fantastically, and it's just over from Roman Haug. It's really good play from her to get into that position to win the ball there. Big switch over to Turner, who finds Lauren James. Lauren James ghosting past Kiki Pickett, not once. Once as she goes back to Gabby George and then finds Lauren James again. Cuthbert finding Macario into James. It's a really good Chelsea goal to make it 2-0. VAR will check and it has been awarded yet again. It's a fantastic, well-worked Chelsea goal. Lauren James finding Cuthbert, who finds Macario, and Lauren James with a perfectly timed run to stay onside there and tap home to make it 2-0. It's disappointing to lose our lead and our advantage in the tie just like that. I want a much better display. Come on, girls. As Weir, the ex-Liverpool lady, comes on for Trinity Rodman. Marie Hobinger now with the corner. Headed away, but only as far as Holly McNamara. And it's just over from McNamara. I really thought when it dropped to her in that position, that was the equaliser. I'm disappointed that it wasn't. Hannah Hampton going short to George into Lauren James. Lauren James trying to beat Kiki Pickett and plays a big switch out to Caroline Weir, who goes past Bernabé and tries to find Macario, and it's poor from Velasco. And Chelsea have a third, and I think that is game over. Chelsea just ultimately too strong. Caroline Weir does really well. And it's just poor from Velasco, who's not having a great game here at all. Never fear though, we are going to go attacking. We're going to try and give Chelsea a good end to the game here, and maybe potentially try and wrestle the tie back a little bit. I think the next goal is crucial. It either puts the knife to the chest and kills us off for good, or it could spark a comeback, and it falls to Caroline Weir, and she should score from there. Roman Haug not having a good game here at all, which is not like her from the whole season, as Mia Enderby is going to come on for one of her only appearances of the season, but in fantastic fashion, as I'm going to bring Cummings on as well, as Velasco just needs to be taught a lesson really. As we're into the final 20 minutes here, we're going to demand more. We're going to go very attacking. This is what I mean though, like Baltimore is their backup left back. Like, it is just a bit, their squad depth is just completely ridiculous. You can't compete with it. Macario finding Sam Kerr. Macario's now in for a fourth. We're into the final 5 minutes now. It's disappointing, as Caroline Weir finds Stanway. It is very disappointing to not pick up the win, but sometimes that's just how it goes, unfortunately. As unfortunately, that is the end to our Champions League run in Season 2. I never thought we'd win it in Season 2, to be honest. I never thought we'd even make it past Bayern Munich. So we've done ourselves proud. It is a London derby in the Champions League final. But we do now have an FA Cup semi-final to try and look forward to, and try and win some silverware in this save. So if you don't want to miss that video, that'll be coming out tomorrow at 1 PM like usual. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you're always notified when I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for more Liverpool ladies, and see you for the FA Cup semi-final. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and peace.